Candlewick on Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Dragon Prophecy, The Dragonology Chronicles, Volume 4, by Dugald A. Steer, performed by James Clamp. Prologue. The man lay face down on the beach, where the storm had left him. Mountainous waves had broken over his fishing boat, smashing the rudder, and hurricane winds had driven her towards the baleful shore. They had come upon land in the evening. But what land? There was no record of it on any chart. It had appeared out of the night, its black cliffs vanishing upwards into the driving rain and the darkness. The men had smelled a curious stench of sulphur mixed with that of sea-wrack, but hadn't had time to ponder it. The waves had dragged the boat out to safety, only to slam her back against the shore, where the shock of collision sent the crew tumbling across the deck like marbles. One by one, the men had slid overboard, as the boat's tortured hull finally snapped in two, and a wave washed over the gunwales to swamp her. Only one man was swept to safety. It was a miracle. He could not move, so he slept. The man awoke in bright sunshine. Above him was the overhang of a cliff, beyond which a number of large birds wheeled and dived, so high as to be nearly out of sight. He began to climb, and once he had scaled the overhang, although the jagged rocks were sharp and cut his chafed hands, his ascent grew easier. Halfway up, he caught another whiff of sulphur. It reminded him of rotten eggs. When he reached the top of the cliff, he discovered the reason for the smell. This land was an island, and in the center, surrounded by dense jungle, was a smoking volcano. There were distant sounds, booms and cracks, that the man could not identify. He glanced up at the creatures circling the volcanic peak. Now that he could see them more clearly, he realized that they were not birds at all. For which bird had a scaly tail, or wings like a giant bat? Despite his predicament, his heart beat with sudden excitement. Had he discovered a lost island where dinosaurs still roamed? A winged creature about a foot long zigzagged among the rocks towards him. It fixed the man with its beady eyes and hovered for a moment.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?